I'm just a little bit late. But never mind. ASSO is really far behind. So Trash is literally fighting 1 versus 2. That probably was quite an effective attack, but as there is no reinforcements that I know, it means that HellKitties can be some kind of trouble here. Especially with these swords so far behind. And the X-bows are not safe as well. Yeah, anyway, I need some time to make some preparations. Links and so on. Sorry for that. I'm just a little bit late for this game. Seems like ASSO still can carry this game alone. But, well, that's not for sure. Got these barbarians and these swords. That's still questionable. Well, that's an older version, actually. So yeah. Да, привет, камни запустил прямо сейчас. Да я опоздал, блин, и... Они, they just dodged the choosing map stage and they just agreed to play on желающих. So yeah. And they were fighting for locations. Mm. Okay, so let's just start and wait. Wait until they start. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be right back. Okay, it's 1-2 versus 5-6. In my opinion, the third and location number 3 and 7 are the most comfortable on this map. But still. These two relies on the position of storehouse, because if it is moved to the bottom, then its location is quite hard and unpleasant. And on the contrary, if you get the storehouse on the top, it's really good location in this case. But you can never know for sure. So okay, there, starting on them. And this random is, well, not that good. It's like not this exactly, but still, you build something on the coal. You cannot, for example, build in under your storehouse. You must pull it somewhere on the top, for example. And the most annoying thing here is that, okay, I cannot show it right now, that you have two gold mine slots here and two here. But as you can see, this mountain is quite small, and you cannot rely only on this mountain alone. Anyway, you need this one. And the same goes for iron. You have two iron mine slots here, and for the third, anyway you must go on the top. So it's just quite a long journey from here to here for all those mountains. So we'll see how players will cope with that. As for randomization, let's check. It's 6 plus 5. With a woodcutter opened on the start, but no one decided to do that. What we do see here, also 6 plus 5 with a stonemason, like quarry, I mean. What about food? It's quite decent for this map, actually. It's not bad, but the amount of gold is quite low. But still, as here, well, not that big amount of bread, instead some more sausages. For sure, more comfortable amount of initial gold. So these two players, I mean Trash and Egor, must build two fast metallurgists as fast as possible. Oh, it's also open farm. Oh, I haven't noticed that. And we can see that Egor is going to build a fast one. Well, I'm not sure that this is a good idea, but still, especially if he towns his builders to make some roads instead of farm. But still. I mean, the downside here is that you must use your labor's time for, well, building this and also digging some fields. And you have only 6 laborers right now, and that's quite problematic. Especially if you also have to build some quarries. And on this location, this is quite a low amount of stone. You have to go here anyway. And in this case, you probably want to build like 2 or 3 quarries here and build all the others here. As probably he wants to get this one, but I'm not sure, as this is like a corner of the location. And you probably don't want to do that. What about Battlefield, as it's also random here? It's a new one with these green oasis. Well, what can I say? What can I say? If we look at these two locations, it's probably a little bit more different for the bottom team to enter this area, but as there is just one quite wide passage. Where is staff key? Staff key are opened. You can see them above the chat. Actually, I have no idea. It's like gamble or bet or what's in English. It's let it be staff key. And yeah, after that, I think you should go back to classic. Just not to ruin his fun. It's quite early in Europe right now. I mean, it's in Russian. It's Moscow time is 14, while in Europe it's like 12. Midday. How it's named? Noon. Yeah. So probably not that much people will watch this. Kitty, my love. Well, yeah, I'm just here to watch the game. I don't have a favorite here. Of course, I've met with Trash on plenty of fighting tournaments this year, but still. Actually, because I disagree with the playstyle of both of these teams, maybe on 60, maybe sometimes on 35, whatsoever, and actually I will just watch, because anyway I will have different opinion what they are going to do. Серьезно, где я не вижу, где ставки, но апдейт страниц, может, должны появиться. Ты можешь нажать там, где камни выбрать, награды, должна отображаться ставка. По идее, сверху в чате должна вылезать надпись. Будет ставка. So Naffle special is if we don't count, sorry, this one fast farm, but instead of this, probably he needs some stone. That is what I was talking about. So Trash is built only one quarry here, fast quarry. He made it just at the same time with the school, and then he is moving to this stone mountain and ignoring totally the farm, as he had his farm open from the very beginning of the game, and even now he would unlock it with sawmill, but still he doesn't touch it. Only now he's probably going to build one here. Quite a good place, actually, I think. Ну, поговаривают, 7 бед, 1 ресет. Like 7 troubles, 1 reset. It's a special recipe for all your technical troubles with some computer stuff. So, well, something similar to this stone location ASSO is making right now. I mean, he dividing his stone. How can it's not production? It's just getting. But there is one better word for this. I forgot it. It's not production. It's like extraction, maybe. Never mind. I mean, he divided into 2 parts for 2 purposes: to deliver stones faster in anywhere you want to build, For example, if you build somewhere here, it's faster to deliver stones from here than from here. And the second reason is to avoid running out of stone, because there's not that big mountain, actually. And this quarry is located quite far from this. I suppose it can cover only this piece of stone, and not, for sure, not this, and probably not this. Actually, I cannot check it in spectator mode. Well, probably it would be a good feature. Like, I can check it in map editor if I place the quarry or gold mine or whatsoever. But I cannot check it in the replay. And in spectator's mode as well. Something unusual. Only one woodcutter right now, because he moved one from here to someone else, because he has cut off all the trees. Well, two here also, which is quite interesting. Well, for example, Alonso built 4, but these are not that productive, and this looks like just a planting one, because this for sure cannot be cut. So, and now he has not that much timbers in his at his disposal. Something similar here for Egor, as he has cut all the trees here, and now he has only one woodcutter. Well, I think it's not a surprise that on this map you would prefer some kind of default strategy anyway, without any town hall usage, as though there are like 4 or maybe somewhere else even more spots for gold mines, they are usually located quite far. For example, here you have 5, but I think you definitely don't want to get all these 5s building roads right now here and here. Probably players will avoid that. And actually the bottom names, team name is beta is shit, and I suppose that's not for nothing. They think in that way, and that's probably why they will not build town hall in any way, in any case. I totally disagree that beta is shit. Actually, I think that beta big for sure a better version. Except for battles, I mean fighting. As there are some fixes are required. Fast Fisher, that's interesting. Though the reason is why not, especially if I am right, this fish is supposed to be the fish of the third location, not the second. That means that this is just free to use. So, because of his ultra fast farm, now he stored like 6 and 7 corn. And he's going to build his fast swine farm, which is good, I think. Why not? Nothing special, but still. Just maybe about being in time to build his iron production and wood, for example, at first, I think. As there are only 2 woodcutters right now, still. But this is the specific of this map, as we can check it here. Compared, for example, to Silverhaven or some other default maps, because of huge randomization and quite low amount of initial timbers, I mean, they were like 36 plus some timber, plus some tree trunks, I mean. There are a lot of trees growing on the map, so it's quite easy for you to postpone a high amount of woodcutters and instead of it focus on something else. And this is possible because you can just cut them off from one point and then move them to another. And with this, you will also clean some space for your farms and other production, whatever it will be. So that's great. First iron mine, not that fast, I think, but still. I wonder what ASSO and Alonso are going to do with all that iron production, as I think they still have to move on the top of the map. Why I don't like the decision of building 2 gold mines here initially, especially as far as I know, their locations had something like 64 gold in their storehouses. Because if this runs out fast, you will have to play with only 2 gold mines till the end of the game. And this is quite problematic for even a default strategy, as you probably want to get 3, not 2. And because of that, some kind of market decisions should be made in the future. But I see that no one is going to rush for this gold. Well, if I were them, I would, but I'm here. So who cares, anyway. Quite a late in, by the way. Though no citizens died. Yet. Haven't died. Oh, this is quite tricky. Actually, this is, how would I put this? An unusual mapmaker decision to place these, what are they? What are they? Like, reeds? Reed or cattail? Well, whatever. As you probably expect to see them near some kind of swamp or water, and not on the coal. But anyway, probably that was on purpose, but still. No road here, so no coal mine. Yeah, now that's I think a good decision, and probably I expect something like this from these players. Probably Alonso would not disappoint me. Is not going at least. This fine farm will not be built, as there are not enough roads. You need 2 here or 1 here. Let's see whether he will recognize it or not. Seems like not yet. What for resource? corn. Not surprising though. 40 stone also. It's okay, it's blocked. Well, he is saving probably this place from the woodcutter, but it would at first it would better to place it here, not to make here one tile passage to your inn without any side road here. Okay, so it's going to be who is here? He's butcher, yeah. But still, some kind of side road is required here, because you see it's some kind of traffic jam already right now, and it will become worse with time. 5 quarries, so he's ready to move one to here, because, as I said, this stone runs out very fast. So I respect this wise decision. So cutting a lot of wood from here. Oh, that's a tricky one. What he's maybe... Is it a mistake, or maybe it's according to plan? I don't know. Of course, you can place here something like a leather workshop. Like... No. I just don't remember the proper name of it. I think you understand. This one. As well as tannery is maybe something else, but... That would be a perfect spot for another farm, but there is a nuance. Okay, what about the iron production, as there is a 28th minute already, and for example, here I see only, actually everywhere on the map I see only one iron mine for all players, and that is quite okay. So here ASSO is going to make the second one, and that's what probably not what do you want to see in your game. I mean, of course, you probably don't expect some kind of Russian strategy, as we saw, for example, from Motherland yesterday on this map. But still, for example, I definitely saw how Domtok play with Town Hall on this map, and that was quite decent, I think. Not great, not terrible. And what do I mean? After I saw yesterday, what I saw yesterday, I think that early iron production is more valuable than early leather, I mean corn production. Because with all of this you can catch up with time, while these are just like with linear income. And you probably want to have a lot of swords or X-bows, whatever you choose, playing against barbarians. Because barbarians, I can say for sure, disrespect all the other units with their 75 hit chance initial without any multipliers. And because of that, leather troops died to them very fast. And you need something to tank them at least. And to shoot. For sure. And when you, for example, have something like 20 swords and 35 bows, they just look at it and kill them with a smile on their face. But I can also understand that here the iron positioning, the locations of iron mountains is not pleasant, at least. But for example, in this case and this as well, I think that would be a good decision to build the second iron mine here initially, because the storehouse is near, and you can, for example, store it some ore and then make a production and to like process all of this. But for example, Trash is going to build an iron mine here and not here. Probably he is afraid of running out, but this is not that small mountain. At least until peacetime, if you build here to as early as possible, I think this mountain will serve until PT end at least. But still, what about the farm amount? As we see on default strategy, so Alonso has 6. These 6 are like 2 are working and 2, or I mean 4 are working and 2 are maybe only going to work. Only 3 by Egor, and that is quite low actually. I know that his first farm is the fastest one here, but still. Okay, for now, if we look somewhere here, I mean, none, resource, corn. He's probably, yeah, the leader because of this. But as you can see, the dynamic here is not in his favor. And if we look at this graph in 10 minutes, he probably will be behind Alonso. So, okay, here is going his 4th mine, but surprisingly, he ran out of timbers. Yeah. How so? Only 4 woodcutters, without touching wood here and here and here. Well, that was a serious mistake. I mean, not touching this wood at least. For example, in comparison here Trash removed this forest long ago. And he has even 8, which is probably an overkill of some kind, especially these 2. Why? I think 1 here is enough, but who cares anyway. And he got this one. And maybe this is not that touched in that much, but still. As for gold, well, Alonso is famous for his only 1 metallurgist build for quite a long time. That's what I really dislike. But well, still he is the best in terms of current amount of citizens right now. Actually, Trash probably is a little bit behind, and I don't know why, because it doesn't seem like he's experiencing some kind of trouble with gold. Actually, there is a 3rd metallurgist, so probably he is going to store some gold for town halls, but that would not be a massive production of gold. But I mean, for some extra helpful units, maybe vagabonds, as I don't see a stable on the map, but actually Egor has one. But the downside that he has 3 corn consumers, and which requires in total 5 working farms, while he has only 3 working, and 1 is only going to work in like 10 minutes. So, as a result, we can see they are just staying AFK. And we can see here on this sheet, I think, that he is already behind by all the parameters, especially if you compare buildings. 54 against 41. Especially what these buildings are. A lot of woodcutters, 6 stonemasons, 6 farms, okay, 3 plus mill. Mill is okay, I think, as this map can be a little bit tricky with food. As he also hasn't built any fisher right now, so he's going to build 2. But yeah, in this case, mill is okay. Mill is okay. So as for his iron production, it's like 2 plus 1, but on 2, I mean, iron mines. He's building third iron smithy, but as he doesn't have the third iron mine, I just don't know why, as there is nothing stored here. And as you can see, these two already have some lack of iron ore. So this will be the same. I don't know. If I were him, I would just rush here for the third and maybe fourth right now to compensate that. Oh. That's not pleasant, but still acceptable. I mean, but this farm requires some extra field somewhere. Probably these are enough, but probably, maybe not. I don't know. Finally, 3 iron mines. Actually, if we compare these games with the games we saw on previous run tours, that was quite a meta decision, like most efficient tactic available, to build early iron mines if they are, for example, free. Store your iron ore on the storehouse, and then build something like 3+2 smithies to process of all the storings. And here I see nothing like this. Even on the contrary, they build their third iron mine quite late. And that surprises me in some way. I mean, why not? If you have a random like this, and if you want to focus on your farms with this, you can just store your iron mine and postpone the building of your production. Instead of this, develop your farm production. As an additional amount of food allows to do that. But we'll see. Looks like top team is a little ahead of their opponent. But only a little, I suppose. Well, the weapon statistics is not something we should pay attention right now. But as for citizens building constructed and wares, I mean, produced, we can see that Egor is behind. Not that seriously, but I think it will influence on the final result. No, not enough stones here. Actually, I agree with the decision of building 6 here on this map. 6 is good. As long as you have to reach a lot of different places on this map. Actually, I wanted to notice about this gold mine location. So Okay, he also has 3, but I like the Alonso's decision here to make the second here and just not to touch this and make the third here. That's a good decision. I like it. Also, we could see something like a leather storing previously. I mean, there is no need to build armory workshop that early, as you can, for example, build 5 of them at the same moment. Somewhere like on the 50th minute. And then to process all your leather into leather jackets. And before that, focus on your, like, the first step of production. It's usually farms. Okay. So everyone is going to build some armory workshop. Free swine farms for everyone. Well, the top team doesn't have a stables at all for now. They're only going to build it. Classic is spinning on the untouched forests. I think now it's not a problem. Okay, it's a problem with wood, but it's probably with timbers ready, as I see that there is enough tree trunks in sawmills. But he had some issues before. And that's for sure. Oh, 9 farms. That's good. That's I like. Anyway, what would you build if not farms right now? I'm just looking at his stats. Yeah, probably these two. That's what I said 5 minutes ago. Let's look very open. Do you think stables will make the difference? You mean the battlefield? Well, compared to the map we saw yesterday, it's for sure an open map, and open in a good way, because yesterday's map was, well, anyway, we saw some kind of rush, so it has no influence, but if the rush fails, or there is no rush at all, then that map could be very campy. Stables can make the difference, but the main problem here is with the random amount of your initial resources on your storehouse. And usually, well, in this game, they are okay. But sometimes the food amount can be very low. And in this case, you cannot just build an early stables. But yeah, I agree. Horses here are power. Is power. Horses is power. Maybe. Horses are power. What I mean is... in this case, they probably could do this. Oh, by the way, that's not pleasant, as the serfs in a minute will do some crazy stuff to his town, delivering all of these to barracks. And I suppose now it's closed, all the delivery, but still. Also, I see some gold storing for both of players, but man, that's still not enough to build a town hall. I don't know, even 42. It's Well, also, if I were trash, I would build the third school right now, as he missed like 7 minutes of possible timing for equipping his recruits because he couldn't, as he didn't have barracks. And now he has to make all of recruits in 10 minutes. And with only 2 schools, he will not be in time. So as there is a pause right now, I'll get some water too. Be right back. Yeah, nobody built town hall because this map is not favorite for town hall. Though you have like 4 or 5 gold mines, which is okay for town hall, their location is usually quite far. And because of that, you will probably still prefer to build farms. The second factor is also the distance between locations. I mean, town hall on 60 PT looks like quite a rushy strategy. Like all in, maybe even. And it's quite difficult to make an all in while locations are so far. More farms in general. Well, for 60 PT, I think it's true. It's not always about that, as probably if you want to rush with the barbarians, it will take like 1 or 2 minutes longer for you. But at least your opponent, if he has some mounted units, this map your opponents will probably definitely have some horses, and they will know about your rush. They would have some time to prepare. Hello, Sado. People could try even on this map. Well, time will tell. I don't know. Well, as I said, his traffic just collapsed with all the delivering from here to here. He started equipping his recruits, but still, I said third school is required. Second in is a good decision, like it. I would probably place it somewhere else in the town, but it's still good. What he's spinning on? Maybe this cactus? Or what is this? Whatever. What can we compare right now? Like warfare, maybe? So Egor has some troubles, for sure. Well, still, his number of leather jackets, leather armors right now is the highest. Because of that ultra fast farm, but still, the troubles he experienced still have some influence on his performance. And we can see it We can see it on his amount of bows and also the amount of iron stuff. And which is even worse, he is not able to catch up with the numbers of his iron stuff in any ways. No, only 3 iron ore stored. It's not that much. Not that much. Still no horses though. You can just remember when we were talking about the stables and the lack of corn. So still no horses. Someone is calling me, sorry. Okay, so I'm here. Do you plan to show? Well, I can, but I don't insist. If you want to, I can give it to you actually. Because, you know, I would probably go to Classic then and we can comment together. I don't mind. It's like for now, closer to the PT end, there is some activity in chat, but in the beginning you just look at the default buildings until the sawmill and you just don't know what to tell you. Hello, come remake. So as for records, as I said, he's experiencing some huge troubles as he... Nah. Where is your third school, dude? You have like 28 gold chests on your storehouse. And you have some serious troubles with the amount of recruits here. Also, with the amount of swords as well. ASSO is quite decent, probably in need of some extra wooden weapons. Only was one horse though. Well, amount of horses is quite bad for all players here. So there is a stable, but no horses at all. Well, the Alonso, for example, his amount of leather jackets is good, but he need to catch up with amount of wooden weapons and recruits as well. And here, if I describe you Alonso, I can see the same problem every time, but not now, as he has 3 gold mines plus 3 schools, which kinda surprising me in a positive way, finally. But still, probably some troubles with what? I don't know. Well, with timing for sure, as he is going to produce them very fast even right now. Though 70 is okay, I think, but he has weapons for like 90 or well, okay, he's quite behind with this, so 80. Okay, he will catch up. That's I'm glad to see. And Egor is in some kind of deep S, you know, because this is good, this is nah, and this is like is a disaster. Authorities. If I say that this is a Mexican, will I be right? Not surprised at all. Well, for Alonso, I will like scale his economy a little bit into what is he's going to make with this farm, which is quite peculiar, but still okay. Yeah, still okay. So okay, I can say that the vision of this on this map is quite useful, and Alonso is using it because Scout here. This is a situation when Scout is not a unit of shit. Oh. And in this case, he's probably still a unit of shit. So, yeah. Egor is checking the territory on the adjacent locations, but there is no vision just in front of him. That is quite strange and disputable. So... Oh no. Oh no. You double roads. Because we've seen double roads yesterday. I mean, what sense will it? What the landscape? Well, this is an exclusive landscape for the beta. As version 1.08 is exclusive, is beta exclusive. They say genius think in the same way. Geniuses. Well, yesterday I said that I think that seeing a more amount of infantry compared to ranged units, it's a great decision to do in beta, but it probably is true only for matchup against Town Hall. But when you see 2 defaults versus 2 defaults, it's probably the same as 6-7-20. Make both, just stay and then fight somehow. And this will probably work. This is quite an interesting, and I'm sure that will be unexpected for these guys. But I have only one question: why this is a knight and not scout? Well, this map is not Russia at all, so we can skip just 10 minutes, I think, for now. So this will be a time when Egor can fix some troubles in his town. Quite a good statistics, by the way, by players, except Egor. No town. No, I cannot. Oh, well, well, why not? Why not? So, how he's going to fix his problems with wooden weapons? I see 4 weapon workshops. That is a good decision. Well, while one is staying AFK. Oh, Thunder, is it possible to reveal the area with builders? Egor is asking. Okay. Because actually, as you can see, he made this line, and he can just make some fields here to make a very good vision with builders. Is he still on? Yeah, okay, he's spotted. Enemy spotted. Wee. Well, is there any chances to escape? I think there are. That's a group, support group. Up. No? Move here. Ah, I'm bloodthirsty. Nah. -1. Once again. Am I... Some of these guys just friendly fire. They just killed... That was not a knight. That was a archer. That's not... It's still not a value trade. He could save this knight. I don't know. But for... Oh my! Single players who... I don't care. Do you see this? That's quite an unusual thing to see in multiplayer, but it's quite useful. If it's possible. Because you can move without fight here, and then you probably can be still unnoticed, but he's spotted anyway. But showing who is the boss. To show in the balls, you mean? Yeah. As I said multiple times in Knights and Merchants, it's very important to show your balls to opponent. Both balls and balls, I think, but still. Oh no. Well. Just moving straight. Okay, the inn is spotted. Actually, the information about enemies inn is quite important for further decisions. So you can say, probably, well, my food is, well, in even deeper shit, okay. So it's probably no info about that, but if you consider if your condition of town is better, and you can easily read the condition with inn. You probably just hold and wait until your enemy just die of hunger, of famine. So they are just standing on these 2 narrow places instead of playing somewhere here. I think they just like dumping in narrow passages, if you know what I mean. I tried to translate it as in the most possible way. That's what I call, how I call these situations. And that is boring. I don't know. What can I see here? Probably it would be better to say like pounding in the narrow passages. Probably it will fit better. Kemal still can decide the battle quickly. It's not common. It's more like it's not that much possibilities what you can do in these conditions. Put sunglasses on the crabs. Well, oh, I don't have them here. Well, that's a mistake. A huge one. So I think if I just copy this here, they will appear later. Or probably I need another folder, because actually I have this sprites folder in a better remake. And, or probably I should put it in modding graphics folder, yeah? I suppose it should be here. I need some information about that. I don't know. Because in 6.7.20 you just create a sprites folder and then move the change textures there. And it doesn't work in beta. Something was changed. And yeah, finally they realized that pounding on these narrow passages is not good. And they decided to move here. I don't know. These two looks like walkable. They are walkable, yeah? I mean, these and... Nah, these are not. Probably here and here, but this, I think, is walkable. Some kind of illusion. But not these places, but this should be walkable. But unfortunately, I cannot check it in editor. So they're moving here. Well, what graphs can say us? Alonso is numerous and he's strong. What about by teams? So army power. So they're a little bit above in numbers and army power. That's still about to them how to manage this. As for troubles, so Egor is slowly catching up with his wooden weapons. Alonso is in a good shape, but probably a little lack of leather jackets, but that's because he doesn't have the fourth swine farm. He's going to build it only now. 9 farmers working, second in. They're pushing right now, so probably they just don't pay attention to that. Here ASSO actually can release quite a huge and powerful amount of troops. Probably lack of access. He's going to do that. Trash, that's not quite a big amount. So... Oh! Oh my! Oh my! Mm-hmm. And after he released his army, they are above. That means that teams are pretty equal in current state. I mean, Alonso is the most powerful here, while Egor is least powerful. And then they will fight here somehow. Actually, this part is uncovered, is almost totally uncovered. So if they have some kind of extra unit, they could just push it and at least do some damage to ASSO economy. ASSO. What a weird name. And possessive. Actually, he has some troubles with the coal mines, which was expected when he built only coal mine in the one place. Oh, that's just bow trades without any idea. Dancing swords, well, for sure worse than dancing knights. But if knights are not dancing, they are not. They aren't better than swords, so they just can die not easily. Well, we've got another found in a narrow passage. In narrow passages. They just don't see this opportunity. But there is one. They just don't know that there is no recruit in this tower. They have no such information. They just can see the stone delivery here, so that's why they are not sure. Okay, the militia is dead here, 2 knights here staying AFK. It's a draw situation, I don't know. They just cannot do anything to each other. The lack of vision. Now it's too late, actually. It's still possible to push here, but they just don't have some kind of extra power to do that, as they still have to hold their enemies here. And damaging this economy doesn't mean that you are victorious, because if you lose too much of your army without good trades, you just will be crushed by the next following attack. Hello, Rita. Oh, here is the catch. Or sell. Nah, I don't know. So, okay, the fight is here. Both shooting, melees are fighting. Actually, the amount of melees that Trash has here is more. But still, they're just standing without anything on the another. Oh, that's what I was talking about, but it's not that powerful, but probably it will work. I don't know. I mean, Egor needs some help here, as Trash is dominating him. And sending your troops, your squads one by one is not a good idea, dudes, you know? It's better to move them one at the same time. Horse and I just dying being AFK. Okay, so this is the second fight, but they are almost all guys here are swords, while this is majority of axes, so it's just a trade for nothing. Probably even Alonso will lose here, as there are more bows and more powerful units. It's quite a tie here. And I suppose here they are not... They just cannot develop their success in some kind, so it's... They took a pause. And I suppose that this is in a favor of who? Of the top team. Yep. Camping, which is probably the right thing to do. It's bad situation here to push, because, well, this is not a pushy landscape for such amount of units. Of course, some people can find a better place to attack, to fight, to whatever. Oh, the team beta is shit, just selling the builders to boss instead of just firing them. What a scenery. I mean, okay, we cannot see it from the spectators menu, but it's possible to fire them. Oh, okay, so they tried to oh, I've changed it, yeah? I don't want this. Yeah, I prefer this one. Italian sandwich from left on top. Well, for now I see the advantage of the top team, and they could probably do something, but with so big amount of bows, he would probably give up on any active movings. The thing I really don't like for I think all players in this lobby, maybe except ASSO, is that they have their bows in only one pack. And I really don't like it. Usually it's not just... You cannot shoot with a pack more than 40, I think. In the majority of situations. Especially if you are in attack. In this case, you can just divide the bows into two parts and shoot the different parts of battlefield. Bottom teams, their vision is like almost the same. They see much more. And that's why they are probably retreats. So Egor is moving too fast. And that's why Alonso might be in trouble. Nah, it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like that. So many extra serfs. Well, he still can do something in his town. For example, what? Build one extra coal mine here. They are probably trying to fight more. Summary. Oh, Holero. Okay. So they were busy with it, and then Alonso is trying to do something stupid, in my opinion, because you are less in numbers and you want to push this without any horses in the back, for example, which could kill all these bows. And it's... How can you hold all of their troops? For me it looks like they're just feeding their melee troops one by one. And that's why now they don't have any. I don't know. So it's also... They will need 15 axe fighters in the town clearing vagabonds. Looks like a GG. I don't know, they still can retreat with their bows and play this game a little bit longer. So it wouldn't be GG, but if they stay here, they just lose. Without any chances. Horses here can be protected with spikes. But what are you gonna do with all of these? No idea. He's probably want to trade them anyway because they will die of hunger, but I don't see it in this, like this. And now it definitely looks like a GG. Well, they were quite equal, but their fighting decisions was like meh. And situation will be even worse. So many troops not unleashed. He was going to lose much in town. Probably, but well, he even lost, I think, much, but nah, that wasn't worth it. I don't know, that was quite a boring stuff, so they're just wasting the units one by one, trying to save something, or maybe they just don't even try. What is that? I don't know. Okay, -2. Good job. Maybe even blow. Job. For sure, you should just retreat with your all bows as when it was possible. Not to waste them. And try to find some way of good defensive position when their advantage in melee troops would not be so crucial. All I see that they're just two horses. Nah, two horses here, 6 spikes here, a squad of melee here, bows here, and they just die one by one, though top team just doesn't have to do anything to counter. And also, if you retreat, you and your enemy actually have the same trouble. You need to feed this army or it will just die. But for now it seems like the top team will be in time to destroy the bottom opponents. And that will be GG. Because if you see here, they are already dead. Almost. You just need to wait a little bit. And it seems like there is no that time they need. There is no such thing. No. Well, that's kinda sad. He actually released all his leather stores. Nah, I don't know. They can just pray that all of these guys will just die. Will just die immediately. Right in the moment, but it's still not be enough. Will be not enough. Will not be enough. I don't know. Nah. They can pray though. GG. Actually, I wonder how much time do they... That's what I mean. We didn't build church. Yeah, seems like that. So okay, who is HellKitty are victorious. So the bet is going in the blues' favor. Yeah, they at their peak they were quite equal, no difference, but their performance is just worse. I don't know. That's not a huge difference overall. Well, this is Quite a good game from Alonso, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. But Egor failed. Well, the next, I suppose it's 20 set. 20. Yeah, 20. It's like Don't Talk plus who is his teammate? Botso, as far as I remember, versus who is SK. Really, Thunder, you should not be that lazy to write the names of teams in their full. I have no. Who's SK? SK Nubish, Lucky, and Andy. No idea about their performance. To see the exact moment Alonso started the last attack. It just looked like a weird move across his teammate. It definitely was. But the first thing I want to check, sorry, is some models. I mean textures. Is the fix? Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, it's quite too far away. I want to see Sada in underwear. Well. Okay, I will quit this joke, but actually... Have you seen a changed barbarian skin after all? There is one changed skin, I know, by Maza, as well as these crabs. And is there any wolves on this map? Oh, yeah. So like this. I don't use them as well, as you can probably notice. So, okay, where was the mistake? Was here? Okay, here everything is still okay. So this is the first fight, yeah? Is going to be. New animations looks something like don't belong to Knights and Merchants. I don't know. Okay, so that was quite an on purpose. He was trying to catch this pack, and actually he traded some kind of mixed pack with both axes and swords to pure swords. And if we consider that they will die, he would probably want to lose some axe fighters instead of swords. While Egor here lost all his swords. Because actually not swords here are damage dealers, but bows. And the bows was from like one player and a quarter. Maybe even more, while Alonso is still here without any action. He could probably, like make some pressure here while he moved his bows here with all of these troops, but instead of that, they just sold out the swords of Egor, and that is bad move. So the second thing they decided to do is to push here, I suppose. Or I missed it, but that was kind of draw situation. So yeah, it looks like I've missed it. never mind. So, and then they are still in competitive numbers, but that episode was not in the bottom's team favor. Both in army power and overall amount. So it put bad. Oh, holy. That was Egor's mistake actually, why he decided to move. So he just missed this. Still not that bad actually, but this debated Alonso to do some shit. Because this was okay, as he supported his troops with bows, and that was kinda an even trade, I think. Yeah, like this. That is an even trade. Oh. That was an even trade, but this is awful. So, this move is not that bad, but Alonso got debated. And this is the reason why they lost. With all those not organized attack, with just sending one by one troops here, and okay, they probably had some chances even here if they just run away. Run away from I will show you that moment. Exactly from this moment. If you give up those swords, probably, and maybe those, just run away from here. What? No way to protect this. No way. Run away with this, and this. Try to get some defense here, and probably some options would be available then, but... Okay, that's GG. 155. I should say here something like he is a two-time winner of the fighting tournament this year, while these players didn't participate in that. But that is like some kind of a weak reason why I should notice that fighting is important in this game, and you should enjoy it as well. For example, play ambushed or some maps like this. Okay, so the next game will be someone like in 5 or 6 hours, so I'm going offline. Is there any stream, by the way? Maybe I have someone to raid. Because when I started the stream, I saw like 65 viewers. Yeah, some kind of... what language is that? I don't know. Actually, Classic is streaming. What is he doing? I will ask him.
Хрен пойми куда. Либо это просто неправильное считывание какого-то урона. Я просто даже еще раз пересмотрю.
I hope he will notice me. Oh, he is going to off, okay. So let's probably raid this guy. It looked like he's someone not from the ordinary community, at least for me. Probably it's a good chance to introduce ourselves. Okay guys, see you.